Good evening. After some severe weather here in the Roanoke Valley, we're finally clearing out tonight. We'll have more pop-up storms tomorrow. Probably not as big and strong, but we're going to see the heat continue. And this heat looks to continue through at least the first part of next week. So we're going to be in this heat wave. A lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Dew points in the 70s. This is going to extend into the Delaware Valley, D.C., Baltimore. It's just going to be nasty. And as you see on the temperatures here, we don't get much of a reprieve before we get blasted back up towards 100 degrees by the time we get into tomorrow. We're talking about 100 degrees in Lynchburg, 100 degrees in Roanoke, right around 95 up there in D.C., and you're looking at right around 90 in Delaware Valley. And this just increases. The day after, we get in the 90s here in Philadelphia and southern Jersey. We get 100 degrees in Roanoke again, 100 degrees 101 in Charlottesville, 100 degrees right near the D.C. Metro. This is a broken record, but it gets even worse. It gets even worse for the day on Friday. 100 degrees Roanoke and Lynchburg. That's going to stretch across to Richmond. You're going to be 95 degrees up there in central New Jersey and in Philadelphia. Delaware. It's going to be hot and humid. So much heat is going to be stuck around there. And there's the turbine heat island, and it gets nastier there. And then we get up to 102 on Saturday. 102 degrees on Saturday in Roanoke. 102 degrees. 106 up in Charlotte. But this may be a little off, but 100 degrees is definitely a good chance. Mid-90s in the Delaware Valley. We continue this on. And it just keeps getting hotter and hotter. 95 on Monday. We get a little bit of reprieve in Roanoke with 92 degrees. It's a little reprieve. That ain't much of one. The day after, that's when we start getting the reprieve. 89 degrees as a high in Roanoke. That's a lot better than 100 for sure. And it looks like finally then, on Wednesday of next week, we're going to see the break where we won't get over 90 degrees in Roanoke, and it'll be back into the 70s in the Delaware Valley. And by next Thursday, we'll be less than 92. So and then it'll just get cooler by the time we get into next Friday. 86 degrees in Roanoke, 85 in the Delaware Valley. Once again, it'll get hot for that Saturday. This is long term, so I don't trust a whole lot. We're going to stay stuck in the summer pattern for a while. But finally, like I said, a bigger reprieve by August 3rd. We're looking at beginning of August. We get a nice reprieve from this weather by that time. Look at convection, see what we're going to see potential here-wise. And there's going to be shots of thunderstorms potential here. One being Saturday, that's a better shot. I'll pull that up in the other thing for what it shows on the sounding. We got more energy there that day than majority of the other days. So I always look at that. So that's one thing we're looking at. We're also looking at tropics now. It shows the severe potential here. Some wind damage. Maybe an isolated tornado. Wind damage would be the biggest threat. With 2,400 Cape. Hold on a minute. 2,400 mid-level Cape. 6,000 Cape. Yep, 6,000 Cape. Explosive Cape on Saturday. In the Roanoke area. We have two things going on. We have Don here, Tropical Storm Don, and we have a disturbance further out. Don's pretty far south. We'll show you some models here. And this disturbance, I think, it gets in a better predicament when it gets closer. I think Don's going to go into some major issues when it gets further over, due to the fact that we're going to be looking at shearing. We'll go into that. And Don, like I said, it's going to get into sheared environment and probably die close to South America. Looking at down here, it's not very healthy, and I don't think it's going to become very healthy. The circulation is just west of the main islands. It should be exiting the islands. But if you look here, the shearing pattern, southwest and northeast here, this is going to tear it down apart. Here's where it dies, right here, with that shear. So that's a bigger issue. Gone, like I said, it looks like it's going to die, but it may regenerate if it gets back over here in the Caribbean. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Most models would have this then moving towards and continue on a west track, but the high pressure sitting up here would keep that westerly track the most viable. In my feeling, that the system that's further out is getting more thunderstorms around it. I think this would have a better shot of making it than Don did, and it depends on where it goes, speed, so forth and so on, but it definitely has more thunderstorms around the center circulation. I believe has a longer chance of making it. This one takes more west-northwest track, which will put it north of the islands, which will give it a better shot, especially if we have that high in the spot to possibly affect the mainland will be strong enough. That's a question. Strength-wise, when you get about beyond 108 hours, it strengthens. So that models show strengthening. Some of these are really short models, but other than the CMC, the rest of them start this upward trend towards tropical storm strength. So we see what happens. Obviously, a lot can happen with these storms. I'm not big on long-range tropical weather because it changes very often, but this is a potential situation. Well, that's it for now. We'll talk again soon. Meteorologist Dean Davison, the Weather Pros. Thanks for watching.